But I said at the top of the talk, I'm talking about HapticVR. So what are haptics? Haptics is a widely used title. And some of the devices you see here are haptic interfaces. But I want to sort of roll back a little bit first and talk about the widest definition of haptics, because I often hear people who will say, oh, well, I've got a haptic system, I've got haptics in our VR training, but actually they don't. What they have is very simplified haptics. So haptics go from very, very simple pulses or messages coming through. For instance, if you have an iWatch, a little pulse to tell you that you've got a message. That's a haptic action, in the same way as when you turn on a phone and it vibrates, or you press the screen of your iPhone and it gives you a bit of feedback. That's a haptic action. But it's not a haptic action that's going to help you learn surgery. Okay, it does a job, but it's not doing a job that's going to help you with surgical skills. In the same way, bottom left here, the low fidelity haptic controllers that you might see with a VR headset, again, they're useful. They can give you a buzz, let you know that you're doing something wrong, but they're not going to teach you real skills, and they're not going to teach you muscle memory around behavior in surgery. On the right-hand side of this screen, you can see what I call high-fidelity haptic devices. So these are devices that are giving you force feedback. So in the case of the top one, it's allowing you to start to understand when you hit something, when you interact, when you touch tissue, when you touch bone. So you start to learn and understand the true skills of surgical interaction using a haptic device. And on the bottom right, you see an example of what's coming through now from some of the manufacturers, which are haptic gloves. So same thing, but actually now you can do it with the full dexterity of your hand, getting that feedback and that interaction.